get a cable measuring gear that needs some work on the lathe. And here's the wheel that I need to take off. I need to take about 5mm off this part all the way round on the lathe. Okay, Andy, this is a video for you, and I'm going to show you around regarding first fix. Basically, we're 65% done on the first floor lighting. Make that a bit less because there's the two-way that's got to be converted into a three-way for the top landing light, the first floor landing light, and the ground floor switch. So 65% done on the first floor lighting, but that's not including chasing in, maybe having to chase in or position the ensuite bathrooms mirror light cable, which is there, but we're not sure whether it's this wall or this wall that the mirror's going on until Monday when the owner comes back. Then we've got, so 65% done on the first floor lighting, which is reinstating the first floor lighting. I'd say we're a bit further on with the second floor. Basically, I'm doing two-plate method. So every light switch has a feed and a neutral going to it, and I'm doing all the junctions in the light switch knockout boxes. The other thing that's not finished up here is, as I was telling you before, this angle here, there's going to be a 230mm flat ceiling put in there. She doesn't want downlights, but I think there's no choice here. So tomorrow, Monday, the day after tomorrow, Monday, Pete, the builder, is going to ask the client about putting downlights in there. When he's agreed that, I suggest 6 integral fire rated. It doesn't need to be fire rated because there's nothing above us, but I use them anyway. They've got nice big bezels, and I'll get them. And they take GU10s. You've got the switch for that is here. And the feed for the switch here, you've got a neutral and a line from the from the south light circuit, this. And I've pre-drilled a potential cable route through here because you've got a steel above, which means you can't just go straight up. You can go round the back here and then out through here and into the void. Okay, we've got quite a lot of feeds, loads, cables coming in, and this being the north light circuit. So there's 2 light circuits at the moment. There's the north that does this room with just one pendant up here. It does this room, which we're not sure about, but I think I'm going to put 2 downlights in, so I've wired it for 2 downlights. That's north circuit. That also switches from here. This one, and it's all labelled, so that is the landing light, the top landing light, and that comes up through a 3-core here. There's a 3-core. So those 3 cores come from downstairs. That landing light is going to be fed from down here and that is fed from that red cable which you saw, the single 1mm that is sticking out in the board there. That will feed that. Alright, so here's the board, Andy. The 6th MCB from the right, i.e. the one nearest the frame, the camera, is the lighting circuit that has been disconnected. Is what you will find. The other end of that is on the first floor in the new 2- and 3-way lighting double patras that I'm just going to show you. Here's the partner light switch downstairs, and this is dead as well because of course it's fed off that same, it's fed from that red cable that you see upstairs, conductor. The black with the red sheath on it I've tested, and that is the switch line for the light on the first floor. Okay, so that goes up and comes out as a black line on the first floor, switch line. I've labelled it switch line on the first floor. The blue and the grey conductors are strappers from downstairs. One of those black conductors is a neutral, and the other conductor is a switch line from downstairs. We've got to turn that into a 3-way, and the switch for that will go on the bottom of this plate, and the 2-way will go on top. 2-way being for upstairs and here. As for this conduit, it's too close to the surface of the plaster, and I can't plaster in those singles. I don't want to. So the wall plate for the switches will have to be covering at least that distance from the knockout box. So this is what it will look like, except it'll be a two gang switch, one above the other. We're just inside the entranceway in the south bedroom. This is the switch that needs rewiring, the only one on the first floor. Here are the blanks in the non-RCD protected sector of the board, from which I think the 16mm armour singles can be taken. Okay Andy, what I've decided to do is to put a cable route in from this knockout box in the south lighting circuit, the knockout box that will form the light switch for the south second floor bedroom with the Velux windows, as they're called, Velux windows, and the 230 flat ceiling, of which we've got to get permission to put the 6 downlights in. I'm going to put the cable route from that knockout box through the bottom of that to the switch conduit, the conduit going down into the first floor south main bedroom. Andy, thank you for bearing with me. I know it hasn't been a very easy video to put together, and I hope it hasn't been too confusing and has helped you. What I'm now going to show you is the route of the 4mm second floor socket radial. End of line for the 4mm socket radial on the second floor, end of line will be a socket there. The cable comes up through there, doubles back, comes to a socket here, goes back, up through the studding. Don't ask me why I've gone through the studding, just to hold it I suppose. Up into the ceiling. It comes down and forms a loop for 2 sockets, one on each side. One for the landing, one for this wall of the bedroom here in the north bedroom. It then goes back up into the ceiling, across the ceiling, down into a socket here in the north bedroom, the dormer window. It loops out of there into what I call the north attic and loops back again. There's a spur in the meantime, as I showed you, under the floor, out under the floor and up into the studding again. For the third socket in the south second floor main bedroom on the second floor. It then loops out. For some reason I've taken it under the floor this time. It then goes out to the fourth socket, loops into the fourth socket of the south second floor main bedroom, back out and then down into the bathroom, down the chase on the wall in the bathroom, straight through the bathroom without stopping to the porch. I'm now going to show you where all the circuits emerge so you can see what circuits I've put in. In the porch, the main chase that comes through the bathroom and is held back with cable strap or whatever you call it down here. So we have our 4mm socket radial. We have our north lighting circuit, which does most of the lights up there, including the shower room, but not the landing lights, and it does do the first floor lighting as well. The south lighting circuit will do the first floor lighting in the south main bedroom and the south second floor main bedroom as well as the ensuite on the first floor. There should be enough there to come in and put the lights up in the porch as well. So that will be the feed for the porch. The feed for the porch, my intention was to use the south lighting circuit as the feed for the porch as well. Just one thing, Andy. You catch me here with an unidentified bathroom cable. I don't believe it's the light cable. The light cable I've junction boxed here to the new cable. I haven't removed the light, I've just spliced the cable into new wiring. I came in Wednesday to steal a march on them and found they were stealing a march on me all the time. So yes, this white cable is cut off here and identified as unidentified bathroom cable. Unfortunately, due to the fact that they have boarded off the ensuite bathroom, I am not able to test the lighting there. The last thing I want to test today, or the last thing I want to do before getting out today, is to test this junction box, which is the loop in and out from the first floor bathroom and the extractor connections for that first floor bathroom. The twin inner down there that's in the light fitting itself when the switch is turned on, and I need to test the R1, R2 when the light is turned on for the triple core and earth for the extractor fan on the first floor bathroom. 1.16 between line and earth, plus 0.4 from here to the end of line, 1.56 ohms for the R1, R2. Now from here to the origin of the circuit between line and neutral should be about 1.16 as well. Let's see. 1.17. So that is coming through that junction box, and it tells me the junction box connections are all fine to be covered over. The light is going up here somewhere, not in the middle of the room where you'd expect it, but in the position they used to have it in the 30s, above the window. Sorry, I forgot one last thing. As well as the ladder, I'm leaving you my Wago box and the insulated crown stapler unit, which I hope you get on with. I've actually got another box of those to come. There's 300 in a box, but I couldn't make it work. And you will need to get more cable. Remember, City Electrical Factors in Littlehampton, okay? 4mm left. You've got some 3-core in earth and 2 25-metre reels of lighting cable, 1mm 2-core in earth. All locked up here. Scaffolding plank preventing children from getting up that ladder, but not the other ladder. But that's how it was.